Hey, welcome to Alright, What's Next? We're not going out and working in the shop today. We're going to make dinner. We're going to make ultimate freaking cheese stuffed, bacon wrap, freaking meatloaf. This stuff is it's a heart attack waiting to happen, but it's fucking good. Sometimes you just have to have something that's really goddamn good. You know, screw kale. Let's have freaking meatloaf. So, what we got to do is we got to assemble everything. I start with 4.5 pounds of freaking ground beef. I use the 93% lean. You don't want to use the cheaper stuff because it's too much fat in there. And the more fat that's in there, it's just going to burn off the fat and it's going to shrink down. And then with meatloaf, you got to have them binding agents or whatever you want to fucking call it. Breadcrumbs, stovetop stuffing people use. I use these flavored croutons. First thing I do with the flavored croutons is I punch a hole in the bag, lay it down on the table, and then I take a rolling pin and I just freaking smash the crap out of it. Just keep rolling it until we turn this into a powder. Once it's into a powder, then we can freaking dump this in. You don't want any big chunks in there. So roll the absolute shit out of it until you can get it into a powder. With that, then you also need your freaking egg. It's just 2 freaking eggs that we freaking beat the shit out of. You got minced onion. Is just a freaking whole white onion. We're not going to put much in there because this is going to go on the outside. I don't know if my dog wants onion. Black pepper. I like pepper. Onion powder. Garlic powder. I'm not much into measuring. You get into the whole measuring and following a recipe, and then this kind of process just tends to get boring, and I lose complete interest in it. I don't want to have a book open and going, I need a tablespoon of frickin' such and such seasoning. It's like everything that I make, as you've seen probably out in the shop, I just go off the cuff. It's just funner than that way. But probably one of the most important ingredients, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's, let me get this up. Jane's Crazy Mixed Up Salt. This is not a sponsor. They don't know who I am. Nobody's paying me for this. But this shit is absolutely the best seasoning freaking salt you're ever going to find. You can get... And this makes broccoli taste fucking amazing. So if it'll make broccoli taste good, you know, imagine what it'll do to things you like. Don't know what's in it. We just put a liberal amount in there. Alright, that should be everything that goes into the meatloaf itself. So now we just got to stir this up and then we can start laying it out. Alright, that's pretty well mixed. I'll set this out of the way and go wash my hands, and we'll start the next step. You want heavy duty aluminum foil. Right, Medieval? Yeah. And we want lots of it. Here's the thing with this. We're going to lay down a bed of aluminum foil. And when you think you got enough, add more. All right, we'll start with that. That'll be our base layer. Once we get everything wrapped up into the foil, then we'll go ahead and wrap it even more. Because we're going to put this out on the grill for like 2 hours. Last thing you want is it to crack, burn through, and lose all the juices, because then everything's just freaking ruined. So, shitloads of freaking tin foil, aluminum foil, whatever. So now we got to seal it. So we need some butter flavored caulking. Seal up all the freaking cracks in here. This doesn't, if you think this actually sealed it, then you're an idiot. What this is because we didn't have enough fat going into this. We got to have more fat going into this because we need more fat. All right. Well, that's good. And I'm not going to lick my fingers off. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go wash my fingers now. Back in a second. All right, now you just take your big freaking pile of meat, slap it down on here. I missed the sink. I gotta go put that in the sink. That was that was stupid. I shouldn't have thrown that. That was my only large mixing bowl, and it is now broken. So now we need to shape this in. Time for cheese. That ought to be enough, I think. All right, now we got to just kind of roll it up and enclose the cheese. And form your loaf. Make it into a relatively uniform shape so that it fucking cooks. Channel your inner fucking Martha Stewart. All right. That's pretty well loaf-like. So now we need to generate what's kind of like a bowl shape. Oh wait, fuck, no, hold on. I'm forgetting one critical goddamn step. Beer. And then the second critical step. The bacon. You gotta have bacon. I can't believe I almost forgot the fucking bacon. So what we're gonna do is just kind of tuck it in up underneath. All right, now we are good in freaking bacon wrap. Now we'll take the tin foil. We're gonna lift it up and start forming a bowl for it. Because if you're going to have something this healthy, you got to have a salad to go with it. All right, we got our bowl. I need to go wash my hands. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and... Next step. Mushrooms. Fresh, whole, white mushrooms. You got to dump them guys in there all over the place. Take the rest of your white onion. Dump that in there. I haven't done this before, but we're going to throw some baby carrots in here. I like baby carrots, so let's see what that turns out like. Okay, now I'm going to go wash my hands. I need a few more seasonings to throw in here. Worcestershire sauce. However the fuck you pronounce it. Get a good liberal freaking coating around there. More black pepper over all the vegetables and onto the bacon. Of course, a little more crazy mixed up salt. All right. So I'm out of beer, and this needs some beer in here. So give me a second here. Beer didn't take much. Just put a little bit in there just for a little extra moisture. Now we'll wrap this thing up. We want it kind of tight, but not super tight. And now we're gonna freaking just wrap the ever-loving shit out of this thing with tin foil, aluminum foil, whatever. The foil. Because if you get a leak, you just ruin everything. Alright, I think the package is ready. Now we gotta go get the grill started. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge, we'll go out there, and we'll get the grill fired up. Alright, Weber grill. We're just gonna load this thing down with a shitload of charcoal, get it going. Once the coals are good and hot, then we'll go ahead and get that thing out here, put that on here, and we're going to let it cook until pretty much the coals are gone. It'll take about 2 hours, and then after that, we'll take that in, we'll put it in the oven, but we're going to split the freaking tin foil open it up, we'll put it in the oven at like 425 for about 10 minutes, and that's going to crisp up the bacon and make it freaking rock. So let's get this grill going. Find whatever charcoal freaking suits you best. I personally like Kingsford. What we need to do is get it all into a nice fucking pile. Once it gets going, we'll spread it out. All right. I need some new gloves. Some people don't care for lighter fluid. I personally do. A lot of people like to use them chimney freaking things. I don't like them chimneys. For one thing, you got a small amount of charcoal that you can get in there. And it always seems to me that the bottom part of the chimney, the fucking charcoal's burned away before the top even goddamn starts. And yeah, maybe I don't have the most discerning freaking palate in the world, And there's people, oh, I can taste the lighter fluid. It's like, yeah, well, maybe it can, but I fucking doubt it. I think it's all in your head. And the important thing about this is you get a lot on there. Just fucking tons of it. All right, that's probably enough. Torch. There we go. We'll let that freaking burn for a little bit. We got to throw the grate up on here. Take this grate. Set that in there. That'll burn the grate off. Clean that off. Make it all like free of fucking germs. It's colder out here today. It's only like 40 degrees out, so we need a lot of coals. All right. Now the coals are all freaking relatively white, glowing. We gotta spread them out, get them relatively even. Let's get this freaking grate out of the way. Whew, it's fucking hot. All right. Grate in. Because we're not going for freaking grill marks or anything like that, all we're gonna do, we're just gonna set this in here on a cookie sheet. Close it up. Make sure it's fully open there, fully open down here. And then we'll come back in about 2 hours. We'll take it off, we'll take it in the house, put it in the oven for freaking 10 minutes. All right, we'll see you in a little while. All right, so it's off the grill. So now what we gotta do, we have to open this aluminum foil up. We're gonna put it in the oven at 425-ish, whatever, for probably 10, 15 minutes. So let's open this up. Get our oven mitts on here. Get the leather gloves. This shit's hot. All right, we'll throw it in the oven, and that's gonna make this bacon freaking super crispy. All right, it's out of the oven. We got the carrots are done, the mushrooms are done, the bacon is nice and crispy. It's full of cheese. That's awesome. You got mashed potatoes, gravy. Remember, subscribe. See you next time.